David Corson, Thursday, May 12th, 2025. Oh, it's just started raining again. Every day it rains on me. Anyway, sorry about that. Boy, am I looking rough. I got wet today. I just changed my shirt because I was soaked. Anyway, chicken wire's up. I just took my muddy shoes off, but that's what the fence looks like. Got the gate up. Looks freaking awesome. I have a few other sections. I got to put this other gate in tomorrow. And now we put the gates in, we've kind of wrecked some guy. I got to get some pavers in there, but this job is almost done. Anyway, that's been my day. I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning, moving, came up. I worked on the fence all day. My wife just went to get our dogs and got the movers all in. We're in boxes. There's crap everywhere. Excuse my French. And I don't know. I got to take a shower. I stink. And but it's all downhill. I just have to go back tomorrow and get some things, planned for my day. Saturday. Tomorrow's TGIF. Got to get some things done and finish the fence. And then Saturday, I got to go back and clean up the house and get rid of some things. And, I got to cut the grass. And they're doing the cleaning on Sunday, and then we close on Monday. So, anyway, that's my week. Trying to get my issue out. Told my artist, I said, look, it's a 200-page magazine. Something like that. It's 196 pages. Maybe it's 200. It's still a whopper. In any event, I said, look, I got to write my columns and so forth. Let's just push it back to Monday because tomorrow's Friday and I want to blast it out. And who knows what's going to happen. So much crazy stuff going on in the world. I don't even know what's going to happen. You got the president's birthday on Saturday. You got the Army parade, the 250 years of the celebration of the Army. And you got there's all sorts of stuff going on in the world. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to push the issue out on Monday and take my chances. And I'd rather do it on Monday than on Friday. So, but the issue looks awesome. And just gives me a couple days. Listen, I've been moving since last Thursday. And the fence was just something I wanted to do. And I've never done a whole fence before. I mean, it's just amazing. I've replaced, I've dug posts, but learned how to do a gate and just learned a couple different things. I'm going to trim off all those tops so they're all even. That'll be the last thing that we do. In a couple of weeks, I'll paint it black so you can't even see it. But black's the color that they want in here. And then we're going to mulch this back here and we're going to put some plants in as things go on. And then eventually here we'll get the pool put in. It's got a couple more feet going that way. But hey, it's been a blast. We're moved in. Can't wait to get closed and start getting back to the swing of things. Actually, I was supposed to be in Minneapolis tonight. I was going there for my monthly reception. I said, look, I'm moving or whatever. And they're going out on they're Lake Minnetonka, which is outside of Minneapolis, St. Paul. And I think it's called the Elixir. And they're going out on a cruise, booze, food, adult beverages, and hang out. So they had a pretty good crowd. I told my bud, hey, take pictures, take a little video. Because I'll put it in the magazine as a wrap-up. But, the fence, it's just so nice. You get a piece of lumber, 80 bag pounds of concrete, nails, chicken wire. And this is your fruits of your labor. I mean, it's just awesome. And, you have the right tools and you have the right mindset. And we had to cut a few boards that we messed up on. But other than that, it looks great. And had a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. 19-year-old never even had worked a saw or a nail gun or, any of that. And swimmer at University of Miami with my bud's son. And one of my neighbors in my new neighborhood, he had a kid and he's making money and power washed our driveway. And I said, hey, you want to help me put the fence up? And he's like, yeah, man. I said, look, we'll put it up. And your dad can come down and help us critique it and give us any feedback. So... I don't know. I learned something new every day. I learned something new just as we just doing chicken wire. Everything's an art. If you do it every day, it's a skill. Working with your hands is the best. I hate to say it. It just is. It's the best. I love building stuff with my hands. So, in any event, hope you had a great Thursday. Going to your Thursday night, smiling your face. You see, there's rain on my glasses. Whoops, sorry. And in any event, I'm ready to eat, take a shower, and then get going and see what I have to do tomorrow and what I have to do in the morning and get unpacked. And can't wait just to be able to put my feet up and watch a Stanley Cup game, So, hey, here's what I'm thinking about for Thursday, May 12th, 2025. The word is ingenious. Yes, ingenious. Why do I like that? Because ingenious is an action word, it's an adjective, but you have to take action to be ingenious. And ingenious is just like figuring things out on your own. And, no one kind of told you, but you kind of knew, but, you're going to make some mistakes, you're going to learn from them. Ingenious is an awesome word to have in your verbiage because it's a connector and it's a take action. Just like here, this fence. It all came in lumber or whatever, and the chicken wire and nails and screws and all that. Now, I had to put my mindset together over the last 3 or 4 days we've been working on it, dealing with the raining us out. But the bottom line is, you have a plan, you execute. A couple of little things like today, I had to cut this thing. He didn't know what to do. I was like, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this, a little notch out here, get above the brick. And his dad came in and goes, hey, that was pretty good, man. How'd you do that with the saw? I was like, yeah. He goes, wow, that was pretty good. I'm like, yeah, no, I got my act together. I just, only a little, couple little areas. The gates were gates are very, very tough. So he did the gate. Tomorrow I'll do the other gate, and I'll just copy what he did, and I'll figure it out. So, but ingenious, business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing in a 24-hour day, if you are ingenious in all of those items, or all of those, take action, things that you do in a 24-hour period, man, you're going to have a lot of wins and a lot of learns on the board. I had wins and learns all day today, man. I'm scraped up. I got a little blood on my leg, from the freaking chicken wire biting me. But, hey, the coyotes, they ain't getting in there. They're not getting in, and I'm going to be out here armed at night, so it doesn't matter. But athletics, ingenious. That was an ingenious play to put in because you knew that one of the players got hurt and the other guy isn't as good as he was, or he doesn't have the turning, radius or enough speed, and your coach is putting a play to, beat that guy and score a goal. That's ingenious. That's thinking. Hey, how can we get this done? What do we need to do, or what do we need to tweak? All right, that's what's so important about in athletics, about being ingenious on the athletic field, or it could be in the tape room where you see something on tape and say, hey, that's what we have to do in practice this week. So when game day comes, we can take it to those guys and get the W. Ingenious, man, I'm telling you, it's a crucial word to have the W on the scoreboard in any athletic gig that you're doing. Business, you got to be ingenious every day because you can't just do status quo every day. You got to be learning. You got to be trying new things, whether it's shaking hands on Zoom, in emails, on phone calls, on whatever you're doing, FaceTime, on Facebook doing a post, LinkedIn. I can go down the list. But if you're not working being ingenious in your business life, oh my God, technology is going at warp speed. So you should be learning stuff every day and putting that in there. Being ingenious, hey, thinking out of the box. Don't be in this, in your box, going, oh, I can't do that. You got to try things. You're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from them, and then you're going to improve. And people go, wow, how did you do that? Well, I made this mistake, and I kind of learned from it, and then I figured out how to do this and this, and here I am. Now I'm just killing it on my revenue side, or our company's killing it, or, whatever you're doing in business, be ingenious, all right? Being ingenious it's just going to take you to the next level, to the precipice, to the summit. And listen, I've been ingenious all my life. I've always been an underdog. But being an underdog, you have to be ingenious to knock off the big dog. All right? That's just the reality of it. So being ingenious, strategic for your success. Relationships. Doesn't matter if it's personal or just casual contact that you have during the day, making, talking to people. In your personal life, you got to be flexible. You got to be negotiable. You got to, listen with your ears. Stick a sock in your mouth when you're talking too much. Just like I do way, way too much. Be transparent. Don't make mountains out of molehills. Keep things simple. Be able to communicate with the least amount of words to get your point across so people know exactly what you're standing, what you're trying to do. All right? But ingenious in relationships, personal, man, it just makes crystal clear. And if you're with your soulmate, it makes things even better. But just the people that you talk to every day, whether it's a guy at Home Depot or it's someone picking up a hamburger, or you're at, you're in the grocery store getting food, and so you ask for help. If you're ingenious and you go to these people and you communicate very simply with them, you'll probably get what you need. But you got to have a positive attitude. You got to have a smile on your face. You got to have that aura about you. And then they leave it. Go, that was really cool how he thought of that. That was ingenious. Just some person or a lady, they'll do that for you, okay? But you got to try different stuff. And I'm telling you, the casual contact, you want to get stuff done in the future, you never know when you're going to run into these people again. So taking care of them, man, it's an awesome way to go. And sleep. You got to be ingenious to make sure you get 6 to 8 hours a night sleeping. I need about 6.5 hours, and I'm good to go. I know I'm going to sleep like a rock this weekend, but you got to train your body. This is my goal all year, is to get more sleep this year, and I get a good 6 to 6.5 every night. And man, my body kicks ass every day for me. And let me tell you, I've worn my body out. I've been up since 7 this morning. I'm not probably going to go to bed till like 9 or 10. No, I'll probably be in bed by 10:30. But I got to get up in the morning. I do my TGI video. I got to go over to the other house, see what's still over there. I'm getting a car towed. I got to unpack my truck still. I mean, I still got a load of stuff to do. But little by little, I'm ingenious. I'm thinking how I can get things done, because Saturday I got to get out of that house and be up here. And then Sunday the house is getting clean. And then Monday we close, and then we own this thing officially. So anyway, but being ingenious with your body. It should know when you're flossing, you're brushing your teeth, you're unplugging, hey, it's time to give you some rest. And it's going to be genius. Man, I'm going to figure out the best way I can get my 6 to 6.5 hours. And if you take care of your body and maintain it and take good care of it, hey, it's going to last a lifetime as long as you're breathing. So that's the word of the day. And if there's something that you do in a 24-hour that I didn't mention, business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever, hey, be ingenious on that too. Can't hurt. Got to try. Take action. Ingenious. It's from the heart. Take it to the bank. Up in your knowledge vault. Use it for whenever you need it. And let me tell you, if you do that every day, every week, every month, for the remainder of the year, all the way to December 31st, you'll have about a little over 6.5 months of data on yourself. And if you do it right here on your phone, it's attached to you. You know it is all day. Create a running notepad or a diary, or buy an app for a diary, and put it all in there. Write a paragraph every day on how you worked on being more ingenious. All right, in all of the different aspects that I talked about, business, personal, athletics, life, sleep, whatever you're doing in a 24-hour period, figure out a better way to be ingenious every day. And if you do that all the way till the end of the year, you will see a change in yourself. Your coworkers will, your teammates, your spouse, your wife, your husband, your kids, your pets. Heck, you will. All you have to do is look in the mirror, and you're going to see a difference yourself. You're going to be vibrant. You're going to have that glow about you. And people are going to ask you, what have you been doing? I've been working at being ingenious every day. Make mistakes, learn, and then be ingenious and think about different ways you can do things. All right? That's what being ingenious is all about. Or how to fix something that you didn't even know how to do. Hey, that was really cool. How did a way to do it? But I'm just telling you, this word ingenious, I love it. And hopefully you put it up there. And listen, use it whenever you need it. Like today it's raining now. It was sunny. It was cloudy. Bottom line is I sweated my tail off. But if you work on that ingenious and you master it, man, you're gonna be at the top of your game, at your company, in your relationship, mentally with yourself, because your mind plays battles with you every day. So that's the word. That's what I got to say for Thursday evening. Hey everyone, listen, have a great TGIF tomorrow. I'll probably see you up here again. Maybe I'll do my last video at the house. I don't know, but appreciate you all. Be safe. Have a great Thursday night and enjoy your TGIF tomorrow. I'll see you at some time. Probably in the afternoon, probably up here finishing up. I'll get a good video. Hopefully it won't be raining. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Have a great Thursday night. I'll see you tomorrow. Take action. Be ingenious.